craziest thing is, right? Somebody asked me the other day, they said, Greg, damn, what's up? When you gonna get our teeth on there? Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Look where we at right now. Look what's going on Saturday. And it happened to be Valentine's Day. That's the craziest part. And we got the prettiest one with us.
Yeah, pretty in that shit. Well, don't it?
See how shit work out?
Yeah.
Hey yo, so listen, ladies and gentlemen, light heavyweight contender Atif, Lord, Pretty Calvo, Oberlton in the house tonight. GSB TV, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Nah, thank you for having me, bro. It's always a treat every time, brother.
For sure. So look, we got February 22nd. We in Detroit. We fighting a guy. What's his record? 13-1, 8 knockouts.
Yeah, about to be 13-2.
And it's crazy because you've been in there already with probably what 3 or 4 undefeated fighters. So you got that out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So is this like, do you look at this fight because of the magnitude of the card? And what I mean by that is you fighting on the undercard, actually the co-main event of Clarissa Shields, right?
Mm-hmm.
And does it feel bigger or is it just another day at the job?
It's bigger. It's definitely bigger, but
Mhm.
it ain't no like type of pressure. Of course, there's gonna be some pressure there because that's what greatness is about. But you know, I said, Greg, it's like how long I've been grinding. I feel like about time. You feel
Mm.
about time. I'm about to show everybody about time. I've been forgotten about and everything, so it's time. To come up.
That's crazy because that was my next question. Now listen, you turned pro only in 21. That's really only 4 years ago. You know what I mean? But we in 26 now, so you gotta say 5, I guess. Whatever. But people people ask about you all the time and they know you. So when you say forgotten about, I don't like that, but I understand it. I
Yeah,
do understand what you're saying because there is guys who came out of the same class and we heard about them. We hearing about them a little more often, but you around. So
yeah,
is it like, all right, I was feeling some kind of way at first, but now all right, I'll take it.
yeah. It's that because it's just like all I needed was the platform. All I need
Mm,
platform, the same opportunity that they giving. I know once I'm giving that, the world going, you feel me, love it. It's gonna be like no other.
yeah. So listen, I'm gonna slow it up.
Shout out Dev
I'm-
Hall.
for sure. Dev Hall thorough. He be at the fights too. He pull up. Hey, all right, let's go back to the beginning. How did you become a boxer? Why did you become a boxer?
I was fighting on the football field, man. I was a fat, chubby young boy, and I was on a defensive line. You know, when you a kid, all you know is quarterback, wide receiver, running back. You feel me? I wanted to
Right.
be. So I'm going to football practice like 8 or 9, and then the football coach. I mean, they put me in there to practice and all that, and all I know is people just keep pushing me down. So I'm getting up and I'm squabbling. And then my dad was just like
Mm.
arguing with the football coach, and they like, man, take his ass down to the basement with all that. And then they took me down to the rec. You feel me? Down Shepherd Recreation Center, Mitchell Island Boxing Gym. Rest in peace. And then from there, I was in and out the gym as a youngin. And then you know how the kids be, they in for a week, gone for months. And then by that time, by the time I turned like 14, I was out probably for like a year or two. And I missed it so much. I still had a heavy bag set and a speed bag John in my room. And I'm cutting on Friday night fights. I'm playing fight night round 4. I'm just missing it that much. So once I got back in the gym at 14, I just stayed, man. I ain't never let it go after that.
Right, right. You had to grow into it basically.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it like getting your first amateur fight? What was that like for you?
The the same way I feel right now. It's like
Mm,
because as an amateur, my mindset was like that first fight was like, yo, whoever I'm about to fight ain't been around the sport as long as I've been in the gym. It's like almost like I'm a ringer. Like you said,
mm.
like I'm about to show him something, and that's exactly how I felt my first amateur fight. And I remember it was the same night because my dad ordered me to join after we won. That Mayweather fought Guerrero, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. I
Hmm.
remember that fight. Damn, that was a minute ago. That's crazy. You just brought back some. Yo, that's funny. Time be flying like that. So listen, not only did you, all right, you were an amateur boxer, you were one of the best amateur boxers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Explain
Attitude.
that process and explain how that felt.
Just life and just keep going. The same thing I'm doing now. Keep going. You feel me? Especially where we coming from. You feel me? We ain't got the complexion for the protection, so
Mm,
we gonna get politically wise and coming from an ugly city. So I feel like and the amateurs, they knew who they wanted. They wanted certain guys to win, and I was smashing some of them guys. Pause, but it was just like, you feel me? I never got the nod on a lot of things I should have got the nod on. So it
right.
was just not quitting, just keep going. And that's what got me here. Been a lot of times where you feel me, I got depressed about this whole thing, and I'm like, man, ain't. But you feel me? Now, what I'm doing to be a testament to the younger guys and anybody else that's going through a rough patch in life, like, God will do it for you, and He'll have everything start to kind of happen for you overnight that you've been grinding for, and it'll be bigger than you thought. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like that.
Hey, so you one of the best in the country, I mean the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you ain't get them nods. But then what was it to be like, all right, I gotta keep going though. I can't, you know what I mean? I just can't stop.
Cause what else we got back back to 60th Street? I mean, you feel
Yeah.
me? Back the and then you got the people that saying, "Yeah, I told you so. I told you so." So it was like either back to that, and then it was also those times where you get if you got good people around you, you got a good diet, and when I say a good diet, I also mean the people that you have around you. It's not just a
Mm,
food that you intake. What type of energy and knowledge are you intaking? And sometimes it's funny because when you first start off this thing, you the only person that believes in you. And then as time goes on, you make believers in so many people that the people start to believe in you. So it is always, that's the good thing about having a solid village, is they always pour back into you and let you know, like, you ain't done yet, mug. You got some stuff to do. So it's just like that, man. Just like never forgetting and wanting to keep that same little chubby boy happy that was on that football field that started this thing. You feel me?
yeah. Now listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? A lot of people ask me about the swag. They ask me about your swag. I think that's kind of crazy,
Swear.
right? And I'm like, how y'all asking me? I'm like, ask him.
Right.
All right. So where I'm getting at is, I think they thought it was like something you created instead of it being more you. And I'm like, listen, I think it's him. I think he just like that. You know what I mean? He got because he do it to a T. You know when the swag is off because something always missing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
now listen, I ain't the guy that's getting dressed, but I used to be one of them guys. I
Yeah.
used to be like that. But I know swag when I see swag. Where does your swag come from?
Yo, I don't know, man. I'm just inspired by like fly stuff, man. Like, you feel me? Like, I love Rick James. I love all the legendary like players that
Mm,
were doing it and was that guy. You see what I'm
mm.
saying? Down to David Ruffin. I watched the Temptations over and over again and like, look at this nigga. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. You feel me? That mentality. So like, you feel me? That pretty, just like how you say gorgeous, pretty is a lifestyle. You feel me? You
Yes,
gotta put
sir.
everything you do. It's the way you sit. You feel me? It's just all that. The way you carry yourself. Like, we come from kings and queens. You feel me? We are kings and queens. So I just move like that. And my whole thing has always been like, whatever just feel genuinely right to me, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what nobody say. Because a lot of times when you hold back, you'll see somebody else out there 2 years ago, 2 years later, doing what you was thinking about. Man, I should have did that 2 years ago. So it's just like, man, you do it and then you gonna be misunderstood. But I don't care. I mean, like, look at me. I'm different than everybody else in the biddy, bro. I got alopecia. I got alopecia when I was 14. Ain't had no eyebrows, and that's a part of the reason why I am who I am and why I seen certain guys and, you feel me. It had
Mhm.
me be like, you see what I'm saying, man? Be yourself, man. Because some of the top people in the world and legendary people in the world is no other. It's no carbon copy. It's never going to be another DMX. It's never going to be another Michael Jackson. Never going to
Mhm.
be another Rick James. It's never. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
never going to be another Young Thug. It's going to be little copies coming in, but that shows to the influence. So those are like the guys that influence me, and I just like go ahead and just do my thing, man. Because when it's genuine, people gonna gravitate to it. When you forcing it, like you said, they know something off.
For sure. And it's crazy you said Rick James because I don't know if you know, but that's one of my personal favorites. That's my
And
guy.
they disrespecting them, man. Everybody going Prince and Michael Jackson. I'm like, Rick, what about Rick? You feel me?
Rick really the guy.
Shout out to you too, because like even when I was younger, at a young age, you went and got the baldy and you was like, yeah, shout out to my young and T Fall set. You feel me? I went and got the ball.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You feel me? Encourage me and it mean a lot to younger guys to see older guys like, Yeah, he rocking the body like that. It's cool. You feel me? That
Yeah,
that added to my whole joint. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like I said, the village and the diet that you getting. You feel me?
yeah,
Like, know that it's okay to be me.
real shit. I ain't mad at that, man. We turned pro. How was that night?
Man, that night was cool, but it was like COVID. So you feel me? I'm in
Oh yeah.
LA. So I'm fighting in a bubble. So it's not like I go back home and I see the family and all that. It was more like business, but my whole thing was like, yo, they be saying these gloves small. Like, what's gonna be the difference? But being as though I've been an international amateur, like you spoke on, I'm used to no headgear. So like I'm in there, I'm just like, they say like outstanding amateur, some of them can't make that perfect switch to a professional. But I always kind of had a professional style, but my old coach Chip sped me up, but I always was like a chill back and outsmart you type guy. So when that came, and by the time the dude hit me with the first shot, and I got mad, like, oh, you just hit me. You feel me? So after that, it was just like, yeah, I mean, this is my game. I'm ready for it. So it was definitely like fun for sure.
So so what fight was it, or at what point was it for you where you was like, I'm definitely one of the best in the pros too, for sure.
I felt like it was my pro debut because like early on when I was taking the PBC fights, I was taking fights that like guys that's just coming out of the amateurs, like you ain't taking like, dude, I think Nathan Sharp, what was he like? Probably 6-4, I think, or
Mhm.
something like 6-2 before knockout. Like these dudes' records was all right, and they had a couple knockouts and been in there a couple times. Where yeah, I'm an outstanding amateur, but it's like, whoa, we taking that step. This, you see what I'm saying? Even like
Mhm.
my second fight, I think he was like a 40 fight vet. I think you even fought him too. I forgot his name.
Oh, you talking about yeah.
And
The
he
boy
talked
from
back too. But it was
yeah,
like
he from
20. He was like 20-20, but it's still like, you feel me? He been
yeah.
40 times as a pro. I've been in there too.
He
So
got a lot of fights, yeah.
yeah.
And I know who you talking about, yeah. I definitely
Larry
run, and I run,
Larry Pryor.
huh?
Larry Pryor.
Larry Pryor. Yep, I fought him
Yeah.
twice. That's funny as shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Hey, so 14-0 now, 12 knockouts. Anybody that could tell, anybody that know boxing, the record says puncher. Do you go in there and look for the knockout, or you let it come to you?
No, I let it come to me, man. What was forced always breaks, man. When it flow, it go. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Every time I'm like, I ain't gonna chase the knockout. I'm gonna just go out there and just be smart and you feel me, sharp. And it works every time. You
Mhm.
feel me? The one time the guy got out of there. Now the one knockout that I missed was the Russian guy. You know, them guys adorable and tough. But the one first time that I didn't get the knockout because I chased the knockout. You see what I'm saying? But also he fought me differently than everybody. He wouldn't engage. So
Mhm.
you feel me? I shot a little early. So that taught me early on, like, man, just go out there and let it be. Let the fight
Mhm.
happen. And every time it happened, it'd be the shot that I don't really expect.
Yeah. And even though you said that you was used to not having a headgear on, there still is differences from the amateurs to the pros. What was the biggest difference for you?
Now that I'm understanding like more the I started slowing down my pace more at the end of my career, but out as an amateur, but I would say like the pace and being
Mm,
more efficient. And then like taking some of the heat off of the shots and stuff, like little veteran stuff, little it started to become small details because I always could fight. But like what I started to understand, like being a student in the game is it's the smallest things that make the most difference. Shout out
mm,
Malky Pablo. What up, brother?
mm. Yeah, they in here. The folks is in here. They definitely. Hey,
Mm.
listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. They be asking for you.
You
They
got
be
this joint
asking.
jumping like a block party.
No, that's what go down in this joint. You can do what you want in this joint. Hey yo, so listen, you you move. I don't know if you moved from Philly, but as far as training, you ended up with Tommy Yankello. A lot of people don't know about Tommy Yankello. I met the Yankellos probably like 2010. I mean, I got to understand situations. So and they up in Pittsburgh. What's that been like training over there?
Man, you know our city, man. You get into distractions, dog. So
Mm,
and we come from a city of brotherly love, but it ain't that much love. You dig what I'm saying going on? So it's like out here, I just get to focus and really just tap in and just be a student. You eat, sleep, train, and repeat. And you see what I'm saying? I'm really just living the life of a fighter, and it's harder to do that in the inner city. You feel me? You got girls. Where you going? You got certain foods. It's so much access. There's so much familiar. You familiar with so much stuff. Your homies like, yo, come on, we about to go do this. You see what I'm saying? It's just too much, and a lot of responsibilities that you got at home that you got to take care of. And now it's like I'm gone. So
Mm,
y'all got to figure it out
mm.
while figuring this out. I leave home to feed home. You see what I'm saying? But while I'm out here, like I'm getting more in tune with myself and I'm becoming a better man. So when I come out of this, it's gonna be better for everybody.
I like that, man, because my mom used to say to me, she said, Greg, you gotta go somewhere, get away from here. Like get away. My mom used to tell me that. And I ain't understand why she was saying that. And I used to be like, Mom, why you keep saying that? She's like, you need to focus. But now I'm older, I'm 39. I do understand what that means. And man, for you to take that step, that mean a lot for me because I be trying to tell a lot of these other guys like, yo, y'all, some of y'all need to get out of here
Yeah.
because you can't for that same reason you just said, you can't focus. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand how important it is to be focused, especially doing this.
And then like I said, as students, so I always looked at the throwback fighters. I watched Sugar Ray Robinson in them interviews, and them guys is out in camp. Muhammad Ali is out in camp while they talking in these interviews, and you see what I'm saying? And they getting ready, and they fight back to back. So when the next time you go see your lady, you call her over the phone. Well, look, you handle it. That's on you. Like, and if you cheat, I mean, you was gonna do it anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you got to be so much of a monster mentally when it comes to this, and then when you come out to the fight, it's gonna be all worth it though at the end of the day. But with those younger guys, like you telling them guys, man, is very important, man. The seclusion and everything, because there's always a lot of noise, and
For
sometimes
sure.
that noise.
Now, talk about if you can that that mindset going from a civilian to now a killer. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You
the,
switch.
that's the point. You too
Mhm.
civilized when you back home. Like when you
Mm,
back under the bed, you cuddling with your woman and you doing whatever. You with your kids, daddy. You too civilized. You see what I'm saying? You too civilized. It's too much love. You got to go out there where it's just me. And sometimes you let them dark thoughts of destruction into your head. You see what I'm
mm,
saying? So that's what it's all about. And like it don't take too long to get there, especially you doing what you got to do. You stand off your wood. Pause. You feel me? You doing what you got to
mhm.
do, and like as the training getting on, and you start doing certain things in there when you boxing and training and all that, and you just start to feel it. It's just I can't really explain it, man. And you exercising is just all pent up, and you ready to go out there and handle your business.
For you, what's some of the signs to say that, yeah, I'm in shape right now? Because everybody get a sign. What's that sign for you to let you know you in shape?
Good question. That's a good question because you really got me thinking. When I got
Mhm.
a like my coach was just saying because sometimes I don't know. He got to tell me when he started to tell me like take today off and then take tomorrow off after that. I don't want you to peak. You perfect where you at. Because when I do stuff like come in and hit the bag, like the other day I did the bag 12 rounds straight with no rest at all. So no 30-second rest, nothing. I'm gunning. And then I come in the next day and then I sparred 10 rounds straight with like three different guys. And then he like, how you feel? You sore? I'm like, no, I'm not sore. And he was like, we need to start resting you now because if you ain't sore, you ready to go now. So let's slow
Mhm.
this stuff down and let's reserve that energy. It's a big thing on energy reserve too. A lot of guys don't know about.
Mm. Talk about that though. Talk about how important it is to rest.
Man,
Because everybody, like everybody think, my bad, cut you off.
no, you
Everybody think fighters is like every day and I'm like, yo, that's not how it go, bro. You got to know when to relax and pick it back up. So talk about that if you can.
yeah, rest is very important, man, because you got to look at it. It's just like you driving your Benz every day. You're not gonna put no gas in it, bro. You just gonna just keep driving it, and then we in a rough city, so it's potholes. You see what I'm saying? You got nice, pretty rims. Boom! God damn, I hit that. I didn't mean to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all types of stuff going on. So you gotta take time to feed it that premium. You gotta get your oil change, and you gotta do everything else. And sometimes that just mean rest. Just do nothing, and or even active recovery. You see what I'm saying? Going for a walk or whatever hyper chamber or ice because you can't constantly abuse and break down the body because we beating our bodies up. Like as humans, this is not normal what we do. We almost like barbarians. So it's like we constantly doing this over and over again. And it's like if you don't got no time to repair, how you gonna go out there and do what you training your body, what you want your body to do? You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know, just like certain things that happen in life, you know, you get your heart broken, but what comes with that heartbreak is you get smarter and you get wiser and you get stronger. You're like, I ain't gonna let nobody play with me like that again. You see what I'm saying?
That's
So
real shit.
it's the same thing when it comes to this.
Real shit. Shout out to Cuda, man, aka Don Eddie. He said, Yo, he said, good to see you back in the ring. We met at the pizza store on 60th Street not too long ago. My man with the dreads.
I know who he talking about because he brought your name up and stuff. He was like, yeah, I know Greg. What up, bro?
Yeah,
I know
that's
exactly.
my guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
good dude too. Hey, so let's get back to Joseph George. When you heard the name, how did you feel? What was the reaction?
I felt disrespected just like anybody that take a fight with me because it's like, you feel me? You signing a contract. Like what this bull said off of juice. Now, what makes you think you can beat me? Like, what makes
Yeah.
you can beat me? And then it's like, I sparred blood before too. Like, you feel me? Like a couple years ago in Houston. So it's like, yeah, okay. You,
Mm,
you see what I'm saying? It's like, I guess you coming for that payday, but I don't know what you doing. But you feel me? You never take nobody lightly, but it's like, I just be feeling played. You know how I am. I be feeling played. Contract, I feel played now. Like, I,
uh-huh.
you feel me? So that's just about it.
I mean, even with that mindset though, how do you keep yourself from disrespecting the fighter? Because there's some guys who they gonna go in there and still act like this guy ain't shit, even though I didn't already put hands on him or I didn't, you know what I mean? Whatever. Or I just don't think much of him.
Every opponent is a live grenade, man. The
Mm,
and it just goes to say, like in life and in the streets too. I'm not a street guy, but the same person that you think won't will.
mm,
Just in life general. As soon as you think they won't do it, they will do it. So
mm.
you got to be ready for everything. So I'm ready for it. You feel me? If he throw this haymaker, or you feel me, he might not throw it.
Right. Is this a 10 or a 12 rounder?
It's a 10.
Okay. And you have you been 10 before?
No, this is my first 10.
So are you excited about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So is it the fact that I might end up having to go 10 or is just the fact it's a 10 rounder? You just like,
I
yeah.
show y'all 10 rounds worth of shit if it go 10. I don't get to do that too often. I get to show y'all 10 rounds of some pretty shit. But
Yeah.
you feel me?
Who was your toughest fight so far in your pro career?
Good question. I think my toughest fight was that Russian I fought on Showbox. I-
Okay. I remember that.
But now it's like what I know now, I would have stopped them. And
Hmm.
I've grown. You feel me?
And I thought that should have been a 10 rounder. That was an 8, right?
Yeah, that was an 8. Yeah, that was
Yeah, I was like, damn, yeah, because he started breaking down. I remember that fight.
the
I
body
remember that fight.
body shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that fight. He started breaking down real good. I was like, damn, this should have been a 10 rounder.
And his
Hey.
face like a raccoon after the fight. And when I was in the, what you think I should work on? And he was like, the head, yeah, ow. But he was like, body. All right.
Yeah. Now, what is okay? I'm glad you mentioned that. Sometimes people think that fighters hate each other. It's a love-hate relationship. Could you break that down a little bit?
You got to get in your mind and you got to tell yourself whatever you got to tell you to tell yourself to handle your mission. You feel me? Not all the time with everybody is it's a personal thing. And a lot of times it's going to feel personal before the fight. But after the fight, man, it's like ain't no love lost. But especially me, when I come out on top, I ain't tripping off nothing. Like Vaughn, when I just fought him in the weigh-ins, he called me a cancer patient and all that. And if I was in his city, I would have been sleep. I'm like, you know where you at? You in Philly?
Mm,
You gotta sleep here, right? You see,
mm,
but he did all that, and then after it, he apologized. So it's like I understand it, and especially being a vet a little bit, you trying to get into my head and hoping that I make an emotional decision.
mm-hmm,
So I mean, it just go hand in hand. It's just how they feel. But me, I'm one of them guys where I gotta feel a certain way a bit, and it's like don't say nothing because you gonna really turn me up, just like a Crawford. If you quiet to Crawford, Crawford just gonna cook you. But if you say something to Crawford looking for that, oh yeah, I got him now. Yeah, I got him
Mm.
talking to me is on. So it's just like, it just really depends. But at the end of the day, no emotions involved. You just I still just go in there and get the job done. But it's like whatever your preference, whatever gets you going.
Yeah, and that's crazy because Vaughn Alexander, I don't think he ever been knocked out like that before.
Not in the first
So,
round, who's be going the distance with him. That's why I was surprised. I'm like, and that fight let me know. Now, when you asked me before, like, what fight in your pro let you know, like, that was the one because it's like first round, and it's like people never stop him. Like he go the distance, and then he pressured them dudes. He was like on the move, like, and when he tried, I warded him off. He couldn't. Like I just stopped him in his tracks.
hmm so you felt like he, at the end of the day, he respected you more than he showed.
Yeah, he definitely did. Definitely,
Mm.
especially when we got in there because he was looking at me when at the weigh-in when the weight made. But then after that, when we got in the ring to touch gloves and I was walking back, even my coach said it. He was like, he got a whole different look on his face now than he had at the weigh.
Real shit. Cause no matter what a mother say or try, that's where it matter at. When that bell get ready to ring. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? A lot of that's
that's
why I be
that
telling dudes.
still got to fight. We still
Yeah.
got to fight. We gonna do all that, but we still got to fight. This was gonna win at the end of the day.
What do you feel about the light heavyweight division right now and what's missing?
Uh, I feel it's growing.
Mm,
It's you got people leaving, but then you got it growing too because you got younger guys coming in too. And I feel like it's just missing me.
mm. What would you add to the light heavyweight division?
Come on, man, we see it. Y'all
I
hear how
gotta I gotta ask for the people.
yeah, yeah, y'all hear everybody that's in here or that's gonna watch this interview, you hear how I speak, I articulate my words. My swag that we speak about, my fighting style. Like he just said, I was one of the best amateurs in the world. So it's like it's just a whole different pedigree. It's like a one-stop shop. You can get everything you want in one. You gonna get a good school of boxing. And if we gotta take it to the inside and beat them up, we gonna beat them up. Like you said, box them, beat them up some more, beat them up, box them, whatever we gonna do. But we gonna look pretty doing it. And I'm gonna talk to you the right way too. I'm gonna make you say, I want to go look for that guy again.
Mm,
I'm gonna
I
make you,
like that.
yeah.
I like
It's
that.
Valentine's. That's what you tell her. I'm gonna make you remember me.
That's how you gotta talk to him.
Yeah.
That's real shit. Hey yo, so throughout your journey, if you could pick five of your favorite fighters all time, it don't matter what time, all time, who would it be?
Pernell Whitaker, James Toney.
Mm,
Mm. I ain't picking the four kings because that's gonna knock out everything off the list.
mm-hmm,
Uh Pernell Whitaker, James Toney, Floyd Mayweather, pretty boy Floyd Mayweather.
mm-hmm,
I'm going who else I'm going with all time? I like Spatty. I like Paul Spatafora. He did a lot of slick stuff that blind to the eyes if you don't know what he doing. Um,
mm-hmm. He was mean too.
yeah. So
I like
what's that? I got four.
that was four.
And then fifth, my fifth one, Bud. I always liked Bud, man, since a youngin, since I met Bud, man.
What was it about Bud?
Cause I met him, and when I met him, he just like showed me love, and I met him a few times, and it was like a big bro type love. You feel me? For years, I haven't spoke to him, so I don't know, but you feel me? I know at a young age, and he told me like, just relax. When you relax, you ain't gonna get tired. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, all right, watch me fight tomorrow. I was at the ringside world championship, and he
Mm-hmm,
watched me fight, and then I cooked dude, and I did exactly what he said, and I was like, damn, like this really worked. And every time I
mm-hmm,
talked to him, it was just like it's just an energy that you get being around them. And then it's not only that, like when you look into another fighter's eyes, you could tell. You see what I'm saying? A real killer know a real killer. So when I look into his eyes, I'm like, he about his business for sure.
mm-hmm.
Every time he showed it.
What was it about Pernell Whitaker?
That pizzazz that
Mm-hmm.
you miss. Oh, and then you feel me? I fool around a little bit. I pull your trunks down. You feel me? Just the prettiness in it. The
Yeah,
pretty
he had so much fun, man. Hey,
exact
what was it about James Tony?
the nasty. I'm gonna curse
Mm,
you out. I'm gonna call your mama B. I'm gonna piss on your grave and knock you out and piss you and piss on you again. It's all of that, and then it's just making you miss in the pocket with
yeah,
small stuff. You see what I'm saying? And the
yeah.
mentality, like he said, man, I listen to violent music when I want to go out there and do violence because that's what I'm training my body to do. Just
Mm,
full mentality.
real shit. That's my guy. What is it about Floyd?
Pretty Boy Floyd, to be exact, Floyd Mayweather in general, but like Pretty Boy Floyd is like he remind me of me a lot in my career because early on, like with his promotional thing that he had going on, you know, him and Bob Arum was in. You see what I'm saying? And back
Yeah.
then it was saying like, oh, he ain't a big draw and this and this and that. Like a lot of people slept on Pretty Boy. You see what I'm saying? Promoter wise, like he ain't a big draw. I seen a video where Bob Arum was telling him that. And now he the biggest star in boxing, but the Pretty Boy Floyd is. I really had to rumble to get to money. I had to fight and I fought hard. And you just see the raw talent and you see him just like punching nonstop, like punching on people. You see what I'm saying? And like a real dog, you see that first. Him and Emmanuel Gus's. I should have said Augustus. That's one of my favorites of all time. Like that's who I really should have said. I'm sorry. Uh,
Hmm.
but him with Augustus and just like his hand broke, but he's still going to war and he's still making it happen and do what he gotta do. So the Pretty Boy is like that era is like roughing it out to get to where you want to be, and that's where I relate in my point of my career right now. It's like I gotta go through that fire to get to call myself a man. I gotta earn that right.
For sure. A lot of people they've they have seen Emmanuel Augustus. I don't think a lot of people paid attention to him. The craziest thing is Atif Oberlton come out. He showed some of that movement in a couple fights. Next thing you know, I'm looking around. I'm starting to see a lot of guys is starting to move like this. I mean,
That's
talk
why
to me
I
about
fuck
it.
with you. That's
Talk
why
to
I
me.
fuck with you.
I gotta tell
You
the
gonna keep
truth. I
it
seen
funky.
it.
You gonna keep it funky, man, for sure.
Talk to me
I mean,
about it.
yeah, they all doing it, and then that's the other part of the reason why I was saying is like forgotten about because it's like people will go out there and do something that they seen me do, and then they won't give credit to it. They just everybody out here doing it, and y'all look funny doing it. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, it wasn't genuine, and it came off from a
Mhm.
genuine standpoint. I came out in one of my fights with the blue leopard print. That was a tribute to Emmanuel Gus's, and I wasn't in contact with his people talking about coming to visit him, and I still got to go visit him because he's not in the best health conditions now today. But it's just like y'all don't even know where that's coming from, where y'all getting it from, and you don't know why they're doing it. People think I'm just doing it just to do it. I'm trying to pull you into something. I'm setting you up, and I'm getting comfortable in my rhythm too. There's a whole lot of stuff to that game, and it's just me being me too. Always, I always loved to dance, and that's the background where we come from as a people. So it's just like, you see what I'm saying? I paid my homage, just like I paid my homage to me and Gus. It's like, why, if somebody gets something from me, why they can't do the same thing? But it's like everybody get on the wave. It's like a TikTok thing. And then that's how the internet is, and everybody doing it. And then it's like, you don't know where it's originated from now.
Man. A lot of people lose sight of a lot of shit, and they just copy. And I think that's tough to watch, man. It is. I ain't gonna lie. But I sometimes I just sit back and I let people do what they do. If it worked for you,
Yeah.
it worked for you. I believe the year was 2017. You came down Joe Hands, the box, Greg Hackett. What was that like?
Man, let me tell you, it was fire, bro, because it was like, I'm boxing Greg. Like it was just like, I'm as a young guy, you like, he's so short and smaller than me. Okay.
Hmm.
And then it's like he won a box, and then it's just like we boxing, and then I think I did something, and I thought I had you out the ring or something like that. And then
Hmm.
I'm walking, I turn my back, and I turn around, you right up on there on me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, this nigga, he ain't no dude. But it was like a learning lesson because it's like you got all of you young and you, I got this and speed and power, but it's like you got that, you got. I'm out.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, nah, little nigga, I'm gonna make you think about something. And that's
Hmm.
love. I was just watching your fight last night. Uh, the last John you had the 2300 arena when you
Oh
met,
yeah.
you looked at your hand like that. And you was like,
Hmm.
I'm like. Because we be talking about brainstorming some shit like that. I'm like, damn, shit I would have did. I'm like, I gotta come up with something similar to that now. That was hot. That was hot. I respect mine. And what I really like about like when I see you fight is how relaxed you are, man. And that's
Mhm.
that's that's what it's all about, man. When you relax, it make your fight game all the way better.
No, for sure. That's a major key to me, man. You can slow everything up when you relax. You know what I mean? Because
Mm.
sometimes that shit do be going down. It be happening real fast, and motherfuckers don't understand how like by a centimeter you just got away from some shit. You know what I mean? And
That's-
you got to be relaxed. That
Where'd you
motherfucker.
now? Where'd you learn that from? Is that
Um.
experience or was it a teacher or watching certain fighters?
So I naturally have a tick where like my brain, like if I think somebody get ready to try to do something to me, my brain would just start rolling. And
Yeah,
when I was younger, I would just attack, like fuck it, like I'm going before you get. He'd be like,
yeah, yeah. I hope my shit ain't acting up. Go ahead.
somebody calling my phone. Yeah, but my pop used to say, yo, if before somebody get you, you better get them. You know what I mean? So my brain will just start going fast. Now translate to boxing, I'm in the ring and I'm too hyped up. I'm too hyped up. I'm jumping into my shots. I'm missing shots, or either I'm overcommitting and I might get countered with a shot. So my coach used to say to me, he used to say, talk to yourself while you in the ring. Talk to yourself, have a conversation with yourself. So when I would be in the ring, as an amateur, I'd be like, man, just calm down, relax. Like, all right, boom, that shot wasn't that fast. Like, if somebody shoot at me, I'd be like, all right, that wasn't that fast. All right, that wasn't that hard. You know what I mean? I would talk to myself, and then over time, I realized, like, damn, I'm starting to relax. Like, this shit is becoming easy as far as skills. Like, this shit becoming easy. So it was just my trainer telling me to talk to myself, and I went home. I practiced it in the mirror. You know how it is about the old heads about that mirror. You know what I mean? You got to get in that mirror. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it happened for me. I mean, just getting real composed.
Thanks for sharing that.
Ba- no, for sure. Back to Joseph George. What could we expect February 22nd in Detroit?
I'm gonna fuck dog up. I mean, that's all we can really expect. I don't really, you feel me? Like what, however it's gonna be. If I'm going boxing, we just gonna see. Just like I'm gonna talk to myself, like you said. When I get in there, I'm gonna relax. And I'm gonna see what's there to offer. And then
Mm,
once I start touching you and start opening that shit up, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. If you survive this shit, you survive it. If you don't, you don't. If you bring a little fight back, that's good. Cause the
mhm,
harder you fight back, the more I'm gonna bring some shit out of me that everybody ain't
mhm.
see. So it's just like I just got straight belt, like regardless. Like it's time. Like it's time for me to show the world and I'm gonna show this nigga. So it's like nothing personal.
Yeah. So this just like your coming out party. You know what I mean? It's the show.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
It's like my turn. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My
Yeah. How you feel about being in Detroit that night? You ever been to Detroit?
I think I've been to Detroit once in the Silver Gloves, but like
Okay.
in and out. I never been to Detroit, but I always been a fan of like Detroit music before like even everybody started listening to it became a trend. Like I like the Sada Baby and like a lot of them guys. And so I'm good. I know they culture, I know they slang and all that. And my outfit, my fits be crazy. It's gonna resonate with the city of Detroit. Like so they gonna love me when I'm in there too.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask that too. Was you go? Because I know how you get. I was like, was you gonna throw a little tribute out to Detroit one time? I never been to Detroit. I got to get there. You know what I mean? I can't wait though to be there. I'm definitely gonna watch that night for sure. Make sure y'all tune in too. February 22nd. That is a Sunday night, so don't act like you got shit to do. You gonna
Right.
be in the crib. You might as well cut the zone on. I mean, do the right thing. That's all.
Yeah.
Um, Carissa Shields. Do you have a relationship with her?
I met her once, but
Okay.
I feel as though she got a part of, you know, me being on this card because I think that's pretty much how it works. When you the big dog, you say yay or nay to who you want. So I appreciate her for this opportunity and Pet Poos as well too. Like I'm getting involved with Pet Poos and win records and stuff, and so it's gonna be a good thing for sure.
Hey, I almost forgot. The Wave God is home, man. We've been talking
Yeah,
about this.
yeah.
Hey, you a big Max B fan. I mean, break it down.
Man, I'm so excited. I'm watching bro run this movie like this through the phone. Like, damn, I wish I was already there. I'd be there. You see
Uh-huh.
what I'm like? Shout out to his brother VIP. I was in contact with his brother VIP, and we was talking about it before he even came home. He was like, "Yeah, I gotta get him on a walkout one day." He was like, "I was just thinking the same thing." Like, so I feel like it's gonna happen one day for sure. So I'm tapped in with them, man. Shout out EMG, shout out VIP, shout out Max B, Max Biggerville home. Ow. But you feel me? For me
Yeah.
too, because like I told you, like I'm so genuine with stuff. When I seen the whole world saying free Max B, it kind of made me mad. Like I'm like, yeah, y'all showing bro love, but it's like, where was y'all at when I was screaming Max B? Like 2019, 2018, I got niggas in the OTC like listening to Max B that never heard of him saying
For
how.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm glad bro home, but he took off like something way better than I thought I ever imagined. Like he
Yeah.
definitely movie and
Tap
still going.
right back in.
And
How
the
did you
same
be-
personality too, though. The same
Yeah.
personality.
Funny as shit.
Yeah.
How did you become a Max B fan though? What was it that put you on the Max B?
Yo, I was playing Grand Theft Auto with my brother one day, Eli,
Yeah.
and we just playing the game. And you feel me? He had came up with a character because sometimes he do something funny. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm about to play as a crackhead," but he just played as like a character in his head. He came up with some character, and I was beefing with the nigga, but he was talking mad shit to me. Like he's talking crazy to me. Like, yeah, she touched it. Yeah, your baby mama touched it. Ow. And I was just like cracking up. And I'm like, yo, where you get this shit from? He's like, nigga, you don't know Max B? I'm
Uh-huh.
like, oh, who that? And then he's like, what? He's like, listen to Max B right now. He was like, play
Yeah.
that. She touched it in Miami. And then I just started watching his interviews and everything. And I'm like, yo, crazy. I'm like, that's definitely my type of twist too. Like,
Yeah, he's funny as
yeah,
shit.
he,
Hey, listen, man, it was a pleasure having you on. You know what I'm saying? Lead the people with a message if you want, man.
man, y'all tune in February 22nd. You feel me? It's on a Sunday. It's gonna be a fun day. Lord Pretty Calvo, you feel me, takes on the world and show the world how we gonna do it. Y'all gonna see everything. Y'all gonna see this pretty thing of ours. Y'all gonna see the speed, the power, whatever y'all want to see. Y'all can come get it all from me, man, for sure.
Hey, listen, and we gonna get you back after the fight. You know what I mean? I know you're gonna do your thing. Shout out to you, shout out to your team. You know what I mean? Go out there and handle business. You feel me?
Bro, thanks for having me, bro.
For sure. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Welcome to GHB TV. If it was your first time, go ahead and hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe button, hit that alert button. Make sure you hit all, you know what I mean? So that when we go live or when we post a video, you will be the first to know. Listen, we're going to keep trying to get these interviews, but this was one that was needed. Somebody just asked me, I forgot who it was, but they said, yo, I need Atif on there, man. So you see how it happened on Valentine's Day. So it's going to go down in history. You can't forget this day. You know what I mean? February 22nd. Make it happen, y'all.
All
Appreciate you, brother.
right, same, bro.
Bet.